ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
50 know Lil Meech is a little punk. Airport. Gun in the bag.
Yeah.
I go to private school. It's not mine, it's his gun.
Meech was making money, but he was spending it hand over fist, like you said.
Chrome heart jeans. You got 10 pair of those, do the math. What's that, 100,000?
For years, 50 Cent kept the BMF legacy alive: money, fame, global spotlight. But when Big Meech got pictured with Rick Ross, everything blew up overnight. Now 50's gone silent, ... and fans are asking, did Lil Meech just choose the enemy?
Airport. Gun in the bag.
Yeah.
I go to private school. It's not mine, it's his gun. You don't know my dad?
Lil Meech has been caught up in so much drama lately that a lot of people probably look at the BMF name now and just see a circus. Let's break it down. The reality is, with Big Meech as his father, Lil Meech likely feels pressure to uphold that legacy to project the same gangster persona and follow in those footsteps. But judging by how things have unfolded, it's clear he's not built the same way. Many see him not as a real boss, but as someone trying to play a role. Unlike Big Meech, who rose from the streets and built a powerful empire from the ground up, Lil Meech came up differently. By most accounts, he had a comfortable, even privileged, upbringing, private schools, a safe environment, the full package. So when he steps out trying to sell a street-hardened image, it doesn't ring true. It feels forced, and people can sense that.
You go to private school, my dad's like Pablo Escobar, I'm innocent, that's who he really is, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of these people get caught up and stuck in character.
Lil Meech is not a gangster.
Not at all.
He's the son of a gangster. That's it.
Lil Meech's actions have only added fuel to the fire. His street reputation took a major hit when allegations of snitching surfaced, something that's considered unacceptable in that world. In 2022, he ran into trouble at the airport when agents discovered a Glock 19 in a bag allegedly tied to him. Things spiraled from there. Instead of staying silent, Meech began offering questionable explanations. First, he claimed he was underage, despite being 22. Then he said he hadn't packed the bag, suggesting someone else had placed the weapon there.
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out after.
That kind of response gets you labeled a snitch in street circles, even if no one ends up in jail. To keep up his image, Lil Meech surrounded himself with real street figures, likely to maintain his credibility. But once the airport body cam footage came out, many distanced themselves. A few, however, stayed loyal, one being a guy named 3 Luck. He stood by Meech, perhaps expecting the situation to calm down or hoping Meech would clear his name. But that loyalty backfired. By MID 2025, things took a turn. 3 Luck publicly called him out on social media, revealing that Lil Meech had allegedly let him take the blame for a serious situation. The incident goes back to October 24, 2024. That day, 3 Luck was simply tagging along, while Lil Meech ran errands. What he didn't know was that Meech was under active investigation and already being watched. When police scanned the license plate, they recognized the name and moved in. Meech hesitated, making it seem like he might flee. Meanwhile, 3 Luck was asleep in the passenger seat, unaware of any of it. Hey, this Cadillac might take off on us. It's stopped for now, but it's registered to Lil Meech. Go ahead and have it pull into the lot. Here's where it gets messy. While 3 Luck was still sleeping, Meech allegedly began moving illegal items off himself and placing them near 3 Luck's seat. By the time police approached, 3 Luck was waking up to flashing lights and sirens only to realize there was incriminating evidence beside him. In that moment, it dawned on him. He had just been set up by the very person he thought he could trust. Police then separated them and began searching the vehicle. At first, all they found were firearms. Now, this happened in Florida where gun laws are far more lenient than in states like California or New York, so at that point, just having weapons in the car wasn't a huge issue. Officers were likely prepared to let both men go, but then, Lil Meech made a shocking move. Without any prompting, he suddenly volunteered that there was additional illegal material in the vehicle. Literally told the officers there was more.
Is it?
It's not illegal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about that's
Huh?
that's it.
Talking about the other guy? Yeah. That's me.
Keep in mind the cops never mentioned anything beyond the guns. That was their only focus. But then, Lil Meech opened his mouth and gave them a reason to dig deeper. Just like that, what could have been a minor incident took a dark turn. Now, with both guns and drugs involved, the situation escalated. 3 Luck ends up arrested. He's the one hit with the charges and later sentenced to 40 months in prison at the time. 3 Luck had no clue that Lil Meech had spoken to the cops. He didn't know his so-called brother had quietly thrown him under the bus. From his perspective, it probably just looked like Meech panicked and tried to stash the stuff on the low. Even though he was upset, he might have thought, fine, I'll take the fall. Meech will hold me down while I'm locked up. So 3 Luck spends everything his entire life savings trying to fight the case. But through it all, not a single dollar came from Lil Meech or his crew. Then the truth comes out. 3 Luck finally gets a look at the body cam footage, or at least a clip of it. In that moment, everything clicks. He sees Lil Meech clearly admitting, there's more illegal stuff in the car. That's when the betrayal hits hard. And that's when 3 Luck decides, no more silence. He takes it public on Instagram. He exposes Lil Meech, drops receipts, posts voice recordings of a call where Meech is clearly apologizing.
Thinking that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Yeah. I apologize for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
During that call, Meech even promised him money once the BMF show restarted, saying he'd look out. But around the same time, rumors started swirling that 50 Cent was canceling the show. No reboot, no money. So 3 Luck and Betrayed reaches out again, and once again, Lil Meech makes promises. And once again, nothing comes through. But when 3 Luck finally sees the full body cam footage, clear proof that Lil Meech sold him out, that's the last straw. He goes all in, drops everything for the world to see. And crazy part, no one's even that shocked, because the rumor has been out there for a while. Now that Lil Meech is disloyal, and not just him, his father too, both have a track record of flipping on people who once helped them. Which brings us to the real fallout. Their fractured relationship with 50 Cent. If there was one person who could have saved Lil Meech's street rep, who could bridge the gap between Hollywood and the block, it was 50. He didn't just cast Meech in the BMF series, he protected him, coached him, backed him up publicly. He acted like a mentor, big brother, image fixer, and industry plug all in one. For a while, 50 really went to bat for him, defending him from every angle. But that relationship blew up publicly in 2025 and it was ugly.
February 13th, the Big Meech benefit concert. It's gonna be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me salute some of the legends.
The breaking point? Big Meech's release from prison. That should have been a moment of unity. The father's free. The son's famous. The BMF brand is stronger than ever. But instead, Big Meech did something that blindsided 50. He aligned himself with Rick Ross, 50's longtime enemy, and announced a flashy welcome home concert. With Ross headlining, that was the one move 50 couldn't forgive, especially after everything he'd done to keep their name alive, not just in pop culture but financially. By building Lil Meech's entire career. 250, that move felt like betrayal. So what did he do? He turned to the one tool he's mastered better than anyone in the game, the internet.
Because Big Meech is doing this big concert, and I believe he was probably trying to create more interest in it. And so then 50 gets upset about that.
50 turned to Instagram and didn't hold back. He began targeting both Big Meech and Lil Meech in a series of posts. One of the most talked about images was a viral photo of a rat paired with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech, twisting Rick." Ross' famous lyric into a dig, basically calling Big Meech a snitch.
Did 50 post anything, or did he just kind of unfollow Lil Meech?
Well, he posted a rat, said they call me Big.
And it didn't end there. 50 Cent escalated things further, with Lil Meech alleging behind-the-scenes problems. He claimed Lil Meech was arriving on set under the influence, acting unprofessionally, and was even sent to rehab during production. And he didn't just make the claims, he posted a photo of Lil Meech slumped in a wheelchair, slapped Amy Winehouse's rehab over it, and captioned it with lines like, "Damn, this is bad. You believe me now?" When Meech tried to laugh it off by telling TMZ where I'm from, everybody needs rehab, 50 clapped back again, hard. He reposted that clip and mocked Meech's tough guy act, writing something like, "He must not have heard them say cut." The message was clear. Meech was still playing gangster even after the camera stopped rolling. trying too hard to live out a persona. At this point, the pressure was clearly getting to him. Behind the scenes, Meech reached out to 50, trying to mend things. In leaked text messages, Lil Meech came across as hurt and confused. He told 50, "I've only ever shown you love. I never switched up. This internet stuff is throwing me off. You know me in real life." To show he was still loyal, he even took a jab at Rick Ross, saying something like KF Ross. "But he gave my dad some bread so he could pay his bills until next season." But 50 wasn't having it. Instead of keeping their conversation private, he posted the texts on Instagram, complete with a sarcastic caption mocking Meech and hinting that the BMF series was on the chopping block. His message was blunt: "I'm done with the Meech business." And just like that, he cut ties. From that point forward, the streets and the industry started to view Lil Meech in a new light. When someone like 50 Cent, known for being real, and no-nonsense, publicly dismisses you as disloyal and fake, it sticks. Especially in hip-hop, where loyalty is everything. You can clash with someone and still recover. But if you're seen as betraying the person who gave you a shot, it's career suicide. And to make things worse, Lil Meech's next moves didn't help. Instead of laying low or making amends, he went into full rebellion mode, spotted in Miami, partying with two of 50's biggest rivals, Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather. That's two major strikes in 50's enemy circle. Then he posted a photo with them, captioning it, "Real power, a not so subtle jab at 50's power franchise." His team tried to do damage control, claiming Meech was unbothered and focused on new ventures, moving independently without 50, but by that point, the damage was already done. Too many watching, it only reinforced what 50 Cent had been saying all along, that Lil Meech was quick to switch sides and lacked loyalty when it mattered most. 50 closed the door. His fanbase followed suit, and Lil Meech, when celebrated as the next chapter of his father's legacy, was now being viewed as just another privileged kid who fumbled the opportunity and betrayed the very people who put him on in the world. Meech is so desperate to be accepted by loyalty, respect, and authenticity aren't optional. They're the foundation. Without those, all you're left with is a name, and even that can lose its power fast. But beyond the major fallout with 50 and the scandal involving 3 Luke CC, Lil Meech's past is filled with smaller controversies. None of them alone are career-ending, but together, they create a troubling narrative. It feels like every few months there's a new headline, another viral moment, another reason for people to question him. And when you're already under scrutiny for trying to live up to a legendary name like Big Meech, that kind of constant attention only makes things worse. Take it back to 2022, Meech got arrested in Miami on grand theft and fraud charges over a watch. And not just any watch, a $250,000 Richard Mille. According to reports, Meech walked into a luxury jewelry store, left a Rolex as collateral, took off with a Richard Mille, and still owed around $200,000. To make matters worse, he allegedly tried to trade that same watch at another shop as if it were his own. The whole situation gave off shady vibes. Although the charges were eventually dropped, the damage to his reputation had already been done. The story went viral, but not in a good way. Instead of headlines about his acting or his legacy, the buzz was about a watch scam. It was a bad look. Rather than coming across as a boss, he looked like someone trying too hard to flex. Then there's his personal life, which hasn't exactly helped his image either. His relationship with R&B singer Summer Walker became constant blog fodder. Sure, they had their sweet moments on social media, but behind the scenes, it was messy. Cheating rumors surfaced. And then came one of the most bizarre headlines, the Musty situation. Comedian Jess Hilarious went public and claimed that Lil Meech smelled bad. She joked that Summer Walker must have had a strong stomach to deal with him, because according to her, he was musty.
He had came to Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
And he was a little musty. Yeah.
Oh,
and he, that's all I said.
That joke sparked a wave across social media. Now imagine trying to maintain a tough gangster image while the internet is mocking you for not wearing deodorant. Lil Meech responded in the only way he seemed to know how, by exposing Jess Hilarious. He shared old DMs where she had tried to flirt with him, basically saying, "You didn't seem to think I smelled bad back then." But by that point, the damage was already done. Individually, incidents like this might just seem like the usual celebrity back and forth, something any young public figure might deal with. But when they keep piling up, a clear pattern starts to emerge. Lil Meech isn't coming across as a calm, disciplined, street-raised star on the rise. Instead, he's viewed as immature, impulsive, and leaning too heavily on his father's name without truly earning the respect that legacy demands. Many in the hip-hop community, especially the older generation, and those with real buying into his image, they see through the online persona. They compare him to Big Meech, who built a criminal empire from scratch, took real risks, and faced serious consequences. In contrast, Lil Meech is seen as someone who doesn't measure up. It's not even about him attending private school, no. One criticizes him for having a better life than his father. The problem lies in pretending otherwise. As one fan bluntly put it, 50 Cent didn't mock him for going to private school. He mocked him for pretending he didn't. And that's the core issue, authenticity. In both hip-hop and street culture, that's everything. It can't be faked. You can't project toughness without having faced real adversity. And when you carry the Meech name, the expectations are even greater. So when you're consistently involved in petty drama, chasing clout, and fueling online conflicts, claiming to be built for the streets, people won't take you seriously. They'll laugh instead of showing respect.